Hi, I'm Mike Bogden.
And Craig Neville.
And it's the Island Park Weekly Weather Report for
the first day of April 2026, and of course the 6 days thereafter.
That's right, and we're just a couple April Fools.
Yeah, I think we may be.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's talk about the weather, Craig.
So I had a big old spill planned, but Mike realized it was April Fool's Day already, so it kind of ruined it for me. But that's all right.
Yeah.
So we'll tell you what we really expect the weather to be. And Wednesday it'll be kind of partly, mostly cloudy.
And
daytime high. Go ahead.
Yeah, and windy.
And windy. Yes. Yeah. I think we're going to see wind Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Maybe even Saturday, but
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
But definitely Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yep, because
storm system moving in.
Yeah, we do have a storm system moving in. So we'll start with Wednesday. Temperatures are going to be in the 40s, right?
That is correct.
So
mid 40s, I think.
Yeah, 47, 46, something
right around in there.
Yeah, nighttime temperature will be above freezing, probably
mid 30s.
Mid 30s, yep. And then from there, we got a storm rolling in on.
It'll roll in
night.
Starting Wednesday night, I think.
Yeah.
A little bit of moisture Wednesday, late afternoon, evening, maybe. A couple of snowflakes Wednesday night.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And Thursday morning.
It's gonna be more than a couple of snowflakes Thursday morning. We got a decent storm coming in for Thursday.
And I kind of beg to differ. I don't think it's going to be as big as what Mike is thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking anywhere from 8 to 12 inches of snow on the thing. So.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for the April Fools here.
No. I think it's going to be a pretty decent storm. So
I am seeing maybe a couple of inches of snow, talking 2 or 3, maybe 4 at the most.
Okay, so we'll see you next week.
That's right. That's right.
Because I think it's going to be a pretty decent snowstorm.
And I think it's going to be more on the rain than on the snow side.
Yeah.
So.
Like I said, it's going to be sloppy snow. It's going to be really wet.
The snow that we do get is going to be really wet, which will be nice because it'll help melt the rest of these ice piles.
Yeah, because what we need is to get everything melted a lot faster.
Right?
And
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's melt it, get rid of it, bring on summer.
Yeah, because anyway, we'll talk about that second. Anyway, but and then so it looks like Wednesday and Thursday, the temperature is going to be drop down to the high is going to be in low to the mid 30s.
Mid 30s, yep.
Yep. Nighttime temperatures are going to be below freezing.
So Thursday night, I think it's going to be in the mid 20s. For the overnight low?
Actually, it's going to be in the mid to high 20s.
Oh no, low 20s for Thursday night.
Yeah.
Thursday night's the coldest.
Yeah.
Low 20s.
Yeah, and it's going to be mid 20s all the way until Tuesday of the week.
I think it's going to warm up a little bit more. I think Friday it'll still be mid to high 20s. Saturday, Sunday, I think it'll be high 20s, maybe a low 30. Monday will be closer to a low 30, and then Tuesday, yes, we'll bump it back up above freezing.
Yeah. But it's going to be below freezing.
But maybe I am just wishful thinking.
Yeah, he's wishful thinking. It's going to be below.
I've already stated what I want.
Yeah. Anyway, so daytime temperatures, since you know what the nighttime temperature is going to be all week.
Yep.
Daytime temperatures are going to be low until we get to Saturday.
So Thursday we were talking about mid 30s. Friday we'll bump it up. It'll be high 30s, low 40s. And then Saturday we'll bring it up into the mid 40s.
Yeah, and then Sunday
mid to high 40s.
High 40s, and then we're going to be in the 50s for Sunday and Monday.
Yep.
And then maybe hit a 60 on Tuesday.
Yes, yeah. So at least high 50s.
So we do have this storm that's going to come through, and then it'll warm back up again. So it's going to be a bit of a yo-yo, but this is going to be a week of a storm blowing in. So expect wind, expect sloppy weather. Drive accordingly. Also, don't be in a rush because it's not going to be plowable. So you're just going to have to, because it's too muddy for a snowblower to come into your place and try to blow it.
And try and blow it out.
Yeah, but you're just going to have to wait for it to thaw. So just be patient. Yeah. So don't call Greg or anybody or Bo and say, hey, come blow out my 6 or 8 inches of slop because it's just going to shoot rocks everywhere. So
right, and clog up their chutes.
Well, yeah, it just
because it'll be heavy wet.
Yeah, well, plus your driveway will be on your lawn or on your someplace else. So anyway, so just be aware that that's coming. That's hitting this week. So that's what's going on. Let's see what else. Oh, so we're over off on Kilgore Road. Actually,
yeah.
We went to Keg Springs and it's completely open. They've plowed this out and it's almost dry all the way. And so I imagine
it looks like it's open all the way through. Maybe.
Yeah,
so.
They're getting ready to pave there's a place between Keg Springs and Sheridan Ranch. It hasn't been paved yet. But they brought in graders and already graded the snow off of it, and it's ready to pave. And then the rest of it looks like they've already cleaned out. So it looks like it's a clear shot all the way to Kilgore.
Kilgore.
Yeah. So I mean, but the road's pretty much open now. So yeah. But that's why we came over, just to check and see on the road, because usually this thing isn't open till mid-May,
right?
And it's already open. So yeah, it's
yep.
And they also plowed out Big Springs. But you can't drive on it yet.
Please pay attention to the sign that's still posted there saying road closed.
Yeah, because
what happens if you ignore that?
You get a $108 ticket for driving on
it. We won't tell you which one of us knows that.
Yeah, we know. Anyway, so just be aware that don't drive on it if the sign says road closed.
That's right. That's right. Even if you are local.
Yeah, because they have a very studious new Forest Service guy that's running around giving tickets. So, anyways, but
they need some funding, do they?
Apparently. Anyway, with that, just want to enjoy yourself. By the way, when I was in Salt Lake this week.
Yeah,
I went down.
Yeah, he went down for a quick trip.
Yeah, a one-day trip.
Right?
We went down Friday for just a day trip, and we didn't. And we were coming back, and we jumped on I-15 about 7:30 at night to come home. And we got up a little ways, and they closed the freeway because apparently some fool rammed into the rear of a UHP vehicle, and then when the UHP got out, the guy jumped out of his car and he charged the officer with a knife. Mm-hmm. And he was ventilated appropriately,
right? As he should have been,
and he got unalived.
Yes.
So anyway, so they had the whole thing blocked off.
Crime scene.
Yeah, so they had to block off the whole northbound freeway for almost 14 hours while they did all kinds of stuff before they opened it back up. So anyway, so we ended up having to go get off on 45th South, and then over to Redwood Road, then go over to Baker Highway.
Unplanned detour.
Yeah, and then we ended up driving through the airport to get off. And then after we did that, then we ended up getting back on the highway, made it home at about 4:30 in the morning.
Right.
So, and I had to walk the dogs, get them in, and then finally got to go to bed at 5 o'clock. So,
do people not realize that when you do something stupid like that, how much it inconveniences a lot of other people?
No, but stupid people get stupid prizes, including getting ventilated. So,
yes.
So stupid people should not do stupid things.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's the reason they're stupid people.
That's a good point right there.
Yeah. So just to be on the safe side, don't try to attack law enforcement officers with knives. It will not go well.
No, I wouldn't imagine so. No.
Anyway, on that cheery
news. Is that like
news,
bringing a knife to a gunfight?
Oh yeah, it could be, but don't bring a gun to a gunfight either. Just don't fight with the policeman.
Just follow their instructions.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. If you have a disagreement, argue it in court. Don't argue. Right. Don't take it on the street.
Yep.
Because it never goes well.
No, it never does.
Yep. Anyway, with that, we'll just leave you with that kind message. So So for Mile and Park, this is Mike Bogden
and Craig Neville.
We want to say be safe, be careful, remember love. You guys, see you. Bye.
Bye.